Begits, hey, what's up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Why did I watch this game? I mean, if I wanted to watch a Chelsea game, and supposedly, from what I heard, a not so good Chelsea performance, I could have watched the one against Brentford that they played today. I watched this one because out of all the FA Cup games, they told me that this was it. This was the one. This is the one you want to watch. And in terms of performance, entertainment, head to head. Going at it, nah, it wasn't. I don't think it was. In terms of just how low, I mean, there's no bottom to how, I mean, they keep digging. They keep digging. How low Chelsea can go. Yeah, this was the match. This was such an exquisite match. Good on the part of Leeds. I know for me, and I think a lot of people would agree, Leeds are a first division team. They were just in the first division, and they pretty much still have the same base as they did last year. And from what I heard, also, they're pretty much cleaning up in the Championship League, and they're soon going to be in the Premier League. Oh yeah, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. So Leeds, Leeds pretty much dominated this game. Surprisingly, they played as if they were at home. Did they inherit Stamford Bridge or something? Like, what happened? Did Chelsea got kicked out of Stamford Bridge in this game? This was not. They were playing away. They were playing away. It's just amazing how this team plays. It's just amazing how they play, but yet they don't play because there's no structure. Everyone keeps saying that. There's no what do they play? The only time I can say, and they gave me, ironically, it's just it boggles the mind. It begs the question how they played the best football for me so far. This season against City twice. The first one and the second one. Amazing football. It almost felt as if they were gifting me that game. What a performance by both teams. And then instead of piggybacking off of that performance, it's like they become another team. They time warp. They get sucked into a black hole. I don't know what happens, and then get spit out somewhere else, and they don't remember. They time travel. They don't remember who they were in that game. Now, as far as performances, that first goal, and you know what? Before that first goal happened, even before that, minute one, I think it was, with he's just, I've never heard of this kid, Gilchrist or something like that. Too short of a pass for Sanchez, and that speedy little guy, supposedly I think played for Manchester United at one point, almost gets to the ball. And then there's another one, a really, really nice pass from I think it was the center back or the right wing or right back for Leeds. And again, I think it was the little guy, the speedy guy for that used to play for Manchester United. Instead of Gilchrist, clearing it while it's in the air and not waiting for it to fall on the ground, he lets it bounce. And this little guy, when it comes to little guys, obviously they have the ability to run around you, manages to hit the ball and lobs it over Sanchez. Almost a goal. But you know what? It was going to come. That screw up, that goof off was going to happen eventually. And it did with the likes of Disasi and Caicedo. And I'm including Caicedo, even though most people are blaming just Disasi. Disasi clearly should have done better. If you're going to lose the ball, lose it with Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto was another option on the right wing. But he fell to the charm, I'm going to say, of Caicedo. Caicedo was asking for the ball. He was asking for the ball, right? And you should know better, Caicedo, than to ask for the ball in that position. You should know better, do better than to ask for the ball and to be quicker. Caicedo is so slow sometimes. I'm going to say decent. A lot of people might disagree and say that he's amazing. He's decent at recovering balls. I know he was, a big deal, a hot shot back in Brighton. But I just see him so slow, especially turning. There's something he's got like a tourniquet. I don't know, he's got a back brace let loose. And obviously when you have someone coming behind you, they're going to come a lot quicker. And he doesn't get to the ball. And obviously Joseph ends up scoring a goal. Caicedo, you could have done a better job of telling him, no, Gusto in that second. Or why are you asking for the ball when you should know where the guy's at, where your marker's at behind you. And you're asking for the ball. Again, Disasi, yes, I agree. He has a whole picture. He has a better panorama view of what's going on and should have done a better job and passed it to Gusto or just cleared it off. Just, ripped it all the way to the front for Pterodactyl Jackson to run to it. Now, Caicedo obviously redeems himself in most people's eyes. Not for me. I don't think he redeems himself at all. Because for a guy that costs this much money, you got to do more than pass. I know people are going to start pointing to, oh, but look at the stats. You know, he had a great game. Screw the stats, bro. Like how much he passed the ball, how secure he was with the ball. For that price, you got to do way more than that. Way more than that. Again, I'm going to keep saying that you got played. You got played badly, Chelsea, buying someone like that. Absolutely worthless in my opinion. Now, if he costs half that price, yeah, I'd have no problem. For that price, sure, he's a decent player. Oh, he's doing great. He has a lot of potential. I expect him to improve. Key figure in the next following seasons because he seems like he's going to be a permanent player for Chelsea. But for that price, no, stop. No. Even Enzo, because Enzo before Caicedo was the most expensive player, and Enzo has a lot more attacking prowess, and even Enzo hasn't shown that really. You know, and Enzo, I do believe he's a key figure. He's a very important player, but definitely is not worth that money either. I can't align those two. There's no correlation there. There's no congruency there for me. Do I think they're horrible players? No. I just think it's a joke of a signing, both of these players, especially Caicedo. With the way he's been playing lately, you know, it's just nuts. So Caicedo redeems himself. Really good ball, through ball for Jackson, Pterodactyl Jackson, and I'm going to keep it short, but that was a fluke. That was a fluke. That was the goalie's fault. The goalie should have done better. The Leeds goalie should have done better. He could have gotten to that ball. That's it. That's it. Because look, after that, Jackson, again, he got sucked into a black hole. He time traveled. He wasn't there. He wasn't there. And for me, that's typical. He's just so imprecise. He gets the ball. He loses the ball up in the front. He doesn't know what to do. He's like questioning. He's thinking about 50 things he can do, or he might want to try to do, and then he just ends up losing the ball. Sterling, another one that's just, you know, I remember the second game that he played against Manchester City, absolutely outstanding performance. You know, people were saying, and me, including me, you know, he should be called up to the national team. Now, not so much. Let's wait. Let's wait. I don't know. Madueke is a very interesting player. It's like he's going up. But he never reaches his full potential. Like he's going up, he's escalating, he's climbing, and then it's not so much that he crashes. He just kind of stagnates. You know, he had a couple key moments throughout the game, especially the one before I think it was the second goal. Yeah, the second goal, the Mudryk goal. That was him. Even before that play, he was just getting by. He was the most threatening player that Chelsea had at one point. And for the goal, I mean, he was breaking down the mid line, the second line, and the pass to Gusto, and then Gusto to what's his name, Sterling, and Sterling with the drag back with the center, and Mudryk. Another one. I mean, he's missed so many open, clear sitter opportunities, and then he scores something like that. That's not the easiest thing. Maybe that's his bread and butter. Maybe I'm wrong, and that's just the way, you know, that's how he scores. You know, those difficult plays, because that was a tight angle. It's not an easy goal to score, and yet all these other sitters, all these other opportunities, like either it's going to the stands, it's going outside, it's hitting the post. He doesn't hit it hard enough. He scuffs it. I don't know, and then he scores a goal like that. A beautiful play by everyone, by the way. That was a great play by the whole Chelsea team. So, you know, and then the second goal for Leeds. I mean, great, fantastic center, and Joseph all alone. Chelsea did not look like a Premier League team at all in that play. That was embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. How could you? How could you? How could you? Like, nobody. He just walked in. I mean, you made this guy front line in the newspapers. And then luckily for Chelsea, really good run by Enzo. And the through pass, a really good picking out Gallagher, and Gallagher with a spin, like turning around and not falling over, not overshooting the ball, striking the ball, not missing the ball, and really good shot, and they end up with the win. Amazing. This could have ended up a tie, and something tells me, because then they got Tonto coming in the second half. Then they had Somerville coming in. With those two coming in, more than likely they would have won the game in extra time. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on with this team. This team, I tell you, like they have no end to how low they can hit. Yeah, I can't imagine what the Brentford game was because supposedly the headlines were like just shambles, something about shambles, and I doubt they were talking about Brentford. Anyhow, you guys, that's all I got for today. Thank you as always so much. So thankful for you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.